idea of using Handsworth as a piñata.
So just during one show, I was like, you know what, I'm going to make this bit to stretch on forever. So after I said, yeah, if I were well, we'll start fighting, which was a bit before AH.
Usually you slam the chair into
Oh yeah, I would do the, what is it? Card. And instead of hitting Rabbit with the chair, we just thought it was like, well, Rabbit's getting a lot of abuse now, we might as well take some Handsworth. I just think that now that Rabbit's the girl, maybe some violence towards women is not so that's why, I'm like, when we throw a punch, like, yeah, come on, I can take it, and, yeah, we're going to be a little progressive about that.
Well, it was kind of just, we were goofing around, and
it was during a show, though.
I don't think it would have worked if I wasn't, like, laughing and having a good time as well. It was like, oh, God, why? So, yeah, different terms.
Yeah. But basically, yeah, I don't know, we got away with it. Like, they kind of, like, stabbed you in the gut.
Piñata, I mean, piñatas are fun. You eat the fake animals with the, that's a good time. Like, why did you try to make Handsworth a corpse?
But, yeah,
we got the point across.
It's basically, like a cartoon. Obviously, that's really bad, but, we're to the point where, something, when you see cartoon characters do something, it's not really violence anymore, it's slapstick, so. And because they're robots, I mean, the injuries that a human might sustain, they're not like threatening. A robot can take out his head. It's not like Samurai Jack can go kill bunches of robots. And cartoon robots. Like, man, robots, there's like a lot of robo-roller, oil spurt now. And if it was a human, it would be awful.
So YouTube, since the banners are so tall, like, the signage opens up the thing now at length. For shorter people, like, overall, I guess this is more maybe for Sam than you guys, so, like, what do you recommend? If you can do a lot of exaggerated walking, so what can, like, shorter people?
Exaggerated walking is fine too. I really have no idea what to tell you. I just copy them. I mean, it's all relative, It's taking, maybe just going slow and stopping when you can, and doing the body assessment thing, which is just stopping and moving one thing at a time. I think that awkwardness really works. That's what a robot is. It's like, oh, great job, Honda. You made a kind of a person. It's kind of moving like a person would. So just make it real awkward, and you're doing something normal like walking, but you're attracting attention because you're going really slow or maybe too fast or something. And I mean, it still applies. I mean, anything that they do still applies. I mean, that's just what I'm doing.
And also playing to your strength. Obviously, someone like myself, I definitely play up to the gang belief thing. I mean, that's what I got going for me. That's what I've been doing my whole life anyways. But, if you're small, I'm not going to assume that I know what it's like to be smaller and not have a long reach. I don't know who's short. I don't know. Everyone's short. I don't know what being short is like, but you definitely should play your strengths, and maybe you'll discover your limitations. And I'm trying to think of what John and Upgrade did. I know John was all over. Like, he could do so much stuff that we never could. He's so tiny. Man, he did somersaults.
Well, he also had like 0 body fat as well.
Yeah, he was really skinny too. So.
Like for me, it's like once I get going, it's hard to stop. He has like a lame skin going.
Yeah, you just got to find what your strengths are. John was like a unicyclist too, so he was really. I mean, his family basically in the circus. So, but he was able to do all that, and he still had knee problems because unicycling can do that. So he never did a lot of leg work. Like we would always script these things where we'd do stuff simultaneously. Like I don't know if I can do that. So it's, you got to play to your strengths. If you're injuring yourself, that's not good. But if something comes easy to you, just run with that. I mean, we should really play to our strengths. We should just be bald robots and stop wearing hats. We should do that. Huh? Okay, I'll look at the one. talked about this. The question was, are we going to be incorporating more lore, the backstory, into the actual acts, right? We've been talking about this, and the GG bit, I think we're going to shorten it a little bit. You know, it was cute for a while, introducing the character, but there's a lot of unnecessary information there, and the show has to keep going. The beauty is that we can reference stuff in the lore that maybe goes over some people's heads, but then you can go online, read the comic, and then it starts to make sense. But when we first started the act, we had the same issue. Like, we don't need to tell our whole entire backstory on stage. We just need to have an act that is acceptable to everyone. And then all that other little hidden gems where we kind of make a reference, we want to say someone's name, and you're like, you know, it should be one of those, like, it's an act that's aware of itself, but, you know, anyone can digest it without having prior knowledge of it. So even though we're saying the same bits over and over again, we definitely include references. Yeah, I think we're going to continue to, you know, give little nods here and there. Make it more important, because we have switched gears a little bit and tried to, you know, remember that these are characters, and that's important, and that's what people kind of get out of it. It's the characters, it's the act of that these are robots in a band. It's not that we're in a band, it's that these robots are in a band, and what kind of fun stories can we tell from their perspective?
About that, in particular, when I started talking about the vault, is because Steve's here. No? It's because he didn't fire the cue, and we just started having to ramble on. And so I was just pulling out whatever. I'm lucky I remember that bit of hat versus actor, because sometimes I don't even know. You know.
Yeah, a lot of the improv we do kind of start talking about lore because the UVB ball.
Because Steve dropped the ball.
Oh. So that's the best thing about a comedy act, is we can kind of screw up and
He's
fill in whenever is necessary.
kind of cool.
Well, what YomaCon, maybe 2 years ago, we sat at the hotel, I don't know, a microphone died or something on stage, and it was Patchwork and Spine up there talking for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
I don't remember what it was about. I don't remember if it was funny, but well, maybe we did. There was a lot of where you went to the bathroom during the show.
Yes.
I was real sick, and I was like, I have to get off stage right now and do something that no one wants.
I had to do that in high school, like,
No.
people would not show up.
It wasn't diarrhea. It really is.
You want back?
Sure. I had a toaster at the time, so I think probably gave it to someone. I think we gave it away, maybe to I mean, it's, you know, something like that. But I don't think that's.
She made a great toast for us.
We
really needed her.
do get a lot of fan gifts, and sometimes, I mean, sadly, we'll get like a bunch of giant stuffed animals, and we're like, how are we supposed to take it back on the plane? Like, we have to buy suitcases to take it back. Like, so we try to store everything that we can. Smaller gifts are always easier. Also, they're always really loved gifts too. But things that can be eaten are, so you know, we can carry in our stomach. I don't know. I get a lot of toasters.
I gotta make a song where Patrick falls in love with a Lamborghini.